We have breaking news tonight. Iran has shot down a U.S. F-35 fighter jet.
Has Iran's supreme leader been killed?
To the great proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take.
What if I told you a war thousands of miles away could quietly raise your credit card interest rate? Not because you missed a payment, not because your credit score dropped, but because of decisions made in Washington and conflicts happening across the world. Most Americans think war only affects soldiers, gas prices, or the stock market. But when the United States enters a major conflict, your credit cards, your debt, your savings, and even your job security can shift without warning. And the worst part? It usually happens silently. Today, I'm breaking down 5 ways US wars can affect your credit cards and your wallet. And the last one is the most important if you're carrying debt. Welcome to Think Like Capital, where we stop thinking like consumers and start thinking like the banks. If you use credit cards, carry a balance, invest, or plan to borrow money in the future, this video is for you. Let's get straight into it. First, inflation surges, and your purchases cost more. When the US enters war, government spending rises sharply. Military operations are expensive. That money often comes from increased borrowing and expanded spending. At the same time, global instability, especially in energy-producing regions, can push oil prices higher, and when gas goes up, everything goes up. Groceries, shipping, utilities, travel. You may not swipe your card more often, but your statement balance grows faster, and you're left wondering, why does it feel like I'm spending more even though my lifestyle hasn't changed? That's inflation working against you. Second, the Federal Reserve may raise interest rates. When inflation rises, the Federal Reserve often increases interest rates to cool the economy. Here's what most people don't realize. Credit card APRs are directly tied to benchmark interest rates. If rates go up, your credit card interest rate can climb with them. An 18% APR can become 22%, 24%, even higher. That means higher minimum payments, more money going to interest, and more time stuck in debt. You may be paying every month, but the balance barely moves. That's not random. That's the cost of money rising. Third, banks tighten credit limits. During times of economic uncertainty, banks become cautious. They reduce risk. That can mean lower credit limits, fewer 0% promotional offers, and stricter approvals, even if your credit score is good. You might wake up one morning and see your limit reduced. Suddenly, your utilization increases. Your credit score dips, and you did nothing wrong. In uncertain times, banks protect themselves first. Fourth, job market volatility increases. War doesn't always mean recession, but uncertainty often slows hiring, investment, and expansion. Companies become cautious. Hiring freezes happen, bonuses disappear, layoffs increase. Now, imagine carrying 5 figures of credit card debt while your income becomes unstable. Credit cards turn into survival tools, but survival debt can turn into long-term financial damage. This is where fear becomes real, not because of headlines, but because of income risk. And finally, the most important one. Government borrowing can raise long-term borrowing costs. War is expensive. To pay for it, the US government often issues more treasury bonds. When borrowing increases significantly, long-term interest rates can rise to attract investors, and those long-term rates influence the entire lending environment. Mortgage rates, auto loans, business loans, and the overall cost structure banks use to price consumer credit. Over time, borrowing becomes structurally more expensive, not temporarily, structurally. If you are carrying revolving credit card debt during a rising rate environment, you could be locked into one of the most expensive financial cycles possible. This is where wealth quietly transfers, from borrowers to lenders. You didn't click this video for politics. You clicked because you want stability, protection, control, a strategy. You wanted to know if global conflict can affect you personally. The answer is yes. But here's the better question. Will you be positioned correctly when it happens? Think like capital. Keep your credit utilization low. Avoid carrying high-interest balances if possible. Build emergency savings before you need it. Prioritize fixed-rate obligations over variable ones. Strengthen your income streams before uncertainty arrives. Uncertainty doesn't destroy wealth. Being unprepared does. If this helped you see the financial system differently, subscribe to Think Like Capital. Because we don't react to the economy. We position before it moves. And if you know someone carrying credit card debt right now, share this with them. It might save them thousands.